We've come a long way in our journey from the dystopia of infinite batch size closer and closer to the Agile utopia that we're all striving for. Now, in hypothesis-driven organizations, we've begun doing experiments, even multiple experiments at once, to ensure that we never assumed our information was perfect. Instead, we signaled the market directly to find out if our information was accurate. That sets us up for the culture of innovation. As we decentralize control, we can now move quickly enough to take advantage of asymmetric payoffs. Now, we know that it's in the nature of this economic definition of competitive agility that technology is uniquely suited to taking advantage of it. That is because the value of any given product in the market can change very rapidly. It is a volatile market. Information asymmetry can be created very rapidly. So the ability to check for signals and to respond them as quickly as possible is often rewarded with asymmetric payoffs. An asymmetric payoff is when the downside risk of losing money is far outpaced by the upside potential revenue. First, we have to increase our responsiveness to internal signals and then external signals to create the capacity for us to very elastically supply to the market. If we're not able to ramp up to gain traction once we've identified a black swan, it does us no good to even find the asymmetric payoff. Now that we've established that it's not just the ability to take advantage of market volatility and check for signals and quickly respond, but it's also critical that we can ramp up quickly enough to exploit economic rents for as long as possible. At that point, it becomes clear that we can't just treat these economics as one trade-off of total cost. Instead, we need to use multifractal scaling. What that means is we need to be able to optimize at varying levels of the organization in terms of the economic controls that we need. Now, we've decentralized control over boots on the ground decisions, and that's great. And we've put in everyone's hands the tools it takes to release on demand and to check for market signals for themselves. We've created a trust-rich environment where experimentation is rewarded, and we continuously experiment to test the validity of what we believe. We're looking for truth, because when we find truth, there's asymmetric payoff potential. But at scale, an enterprise has to not only be able to innovate, but also be able to operationalize and take on that elastic supply that will truly allow us to get all of that for ourselves. In order to do this, you scale Agile, and you begin treating the varying levels of time and space and economic commitment differently in order to create the best possible economic outcome throughout your continuous investment and experimentation.